Hey, welcome back to my channel. Get ready with me this morning as I do my everyday morning self-care rituals and beauty routine. I'm a big believer in building out sustainable routines that fit into your lifestyle and feel authentic to who you are. So once I find what works, I try to be very consistent with it, plus or minus trying a few new things here and there. But I'd say I'm pretty consistent with my routines. Carving out time for self-care doesn't have to be extensive, especially if you're a busy mom, just having your morning routine. So once I get up in the morning, I usually have coffee or tea, which I've shown usually in like my morning routine videos. And I make sure the kids are fed and they get started with their school. And then I make myself one of my favorite breakfasts. And I have a few that I rotate. So I personally really like steel cut oatmeal, and I came out to Nashville before I moved here years ago and stayed at a hotel for work. And when I woke up in the morning, I went down to the restaurant and they made me this like steel cut coconut oatmeal. It was so good that I recreated it and it's one of my favorites. So I just make steel cut oats according to the packaging with water first. I let those cook down. Then I add canned coconut milk from Trader Joe's. It's unsweetened. And I let that cook down and I just love the flavor. I like to add fruit on top of that, maybe a little bit of honey, just a tiny bit of sweetener because I don't really want to have a lot. But this is a very good, like this keeps me full for a good amount of time and gives me sustainable energy. Breakfast is a crucial part of my self-care routine, and it's something I talk about a lot because we train a lot as a family with martial arts, and I do CrossFit and everything several times a week. I love the sustainable energy that steel cut oats gives me in the morning, and I definitely need to make sure I'm having breakfast. It just sets my day off. I feel so much better when I eat a good solid breakfast. So I have a few that I rotate. I try to share them on my channel. Right now I'm just really into the coconut steel oats with some berries on top and then a little tiny bit of granulated, or I'm doing brown sugar, but very little usually because I try not to make it too sweet, or maybe even a little bit of honey. And then I either have coffee or tea. Right now, we just got this ice maker that makes these perfect little nugget ice cubes. And then I repurchased chlorophyll. I used to drink chlorophyll all the time growing up because I would have stomach aches, and it would really help my stomach aches. It has a little bit of a minty flavor, but what I like about it is it just makes me feel good. I feel like I get a nice boost of energy when I drink it. So today, that's what I'm having. I'm having iced chlorophyll water. It's also really good for like body odor. Actually, it helps you smell good from the inside out. It's good for your skin, hair, and nails. And there's a lot of benefits to drinking chlorophyll, but I've always just liked how it made me feel. Like I just feel almost like refreshed after I drink it. I've been drinking it since I was a kid, but it's been a minute since I purchased it. So I got the Mary Ruths on Amazon, and I'm gonna have that with my breakfast. I like to take my time eating my breakfast, and then I come and do like a pretty quick beauty routine. So I shared in detail in the video before this all of the products that I use, like my non-negotiable morning and evening routine in terms of skincare. I just added Frownies back to the mix. These are actually a dupe of Frownies and they work really well. I got them on Amazon for half the price. So I think Frownies are $30, these were $15. What they do is kind of hold your forehead in place. I don't do Botox on my forehead or anything, so I like to use those. It trains your muscles to not move them as much, which I like because sometimes I make a frowny face even when I'm like just concentrating and I'm not meaning to. And then after I take those off, I'm going to jump in the shower, wash my hair, and do my body wash. I just got this body wash from Trader Joe's. I think it's a part of their Valentine's Day collection, so I really like that. It's like a dupe for the Sol de Janeiro. It's like a body oil. It smells really good. Usually in the morning, I'm doing a pretty quick shower. If I do an evening one, I'll do a little bit more of an epic shower routine. I just replenished this soothing priming milk from POV Beauty, so I'm using that this morning, which I really like. It contains niacinamide and other soothing ingredients, and it just really soaks into the skin, and I like it. So I'm going to use that before my serum. I typically use a serum with hyaluronic acid or vitamin C. As I mentioned in my previous video, I went into a little bit more detail. Right now, I am using a serum by Elm Beauty. This is Martha Stewart's beauty brand, and I'm also using her turmeric supplements. Actually, there's several ingredients in the supplements that help your skin from the inside out. So make sure to drink lots of water first thing in the morning, and I take those supplements as well for skincare from the inside out. So that is my morning skincare. I use my eyelash serum I'm using Caraprost. I used it. It's a like Latisse, but it's a generic for Latisse. I used that religiously in my 20s, and then I stopped for some reason. It really helps your lashes. And my kids stole my lashes. After I had kids, I don't have lashes anymore. So, yeah, I'm going to use that pretty consistently. I do my body oil. I'm going to do like a little body massage just to kind of get the blood flowing and feel good. I like how that feels in the morning. And this ritual is just really important for me to sort of, like I do it every day just to kind of get my day started. It doesn't really matter what I'm doing on that day. I like to sort of have my routine that gets me moving in the day. And so I have one of these little, I guess they're called like body scrapers. I had to get a new one because my wooden one broke. And I like that to get the blood flowing. And I'm going to use my tinted sunscreen. I just reordered some of these beauty blender dupes from Amazon. I'm going to link them because they're really affordable and they honestly are such a good dupe. I love the Beauty Blender. I remember when Beauty Blender first came out, I was working at a beauty supply store. And the first time I tried it, I was like, oh my gosh, I actually love this thing. But it's kind of pricey, and these dupes work great. So I replenished that the other day. I bought a few things. Like I bought the Frownie dupes, I bought these, and then I got the Chlorophyll Drops. I'm using my Rosy Glow Drops by Drunk Elephant. Those are kind of like a holy grail right now that I'm loving for my blush. So a few of my holy grail products, the Rosy Glow Drops, I like these because they kind of do a few things at once. They have skincare ingredients in them. They also just give a nice like highlight, a little boost of color. So I'm really into those. I use them every single day, and I love them. I also, every single day, I had lost this for a minute. They were my Rare Beauty, the brow gel. I lost it. I could not find it. And then I finally found it in my bathroom. It had just like fallen and rolled down somewhere. So now that I found it, I'm back to using that every day. Love those because they really keep my brows in place. And then I curl my eyelashes every single day, and I use the same Dibs mascara that has a primer on one side and mascara on the other side. I've been using that very consistently. So like I have said, once I find products, I feel like I'm kind of a boring content creator because I use a lot of the same products over and over and over and over and over and over again until I find something different. I'm like, oh, I switched that out for this, but typically I stick with the same thing for a year or more a lot of times until I find something new that I think is better, or I just want to switch out and do a little, try a little something different. But yeah, I try to stick with the same thing. So Dibs mascara, this one's a really good one. I like that it doesn't end up, like I put mascara on in the day, and even if I'm training and I'm rolling and doing jujitsu and working out at night, it doesn't get all under my eyes like some of the other ones do. So I like that it just kind of, it's a good mascara. It lasts throughout the entire day. I have a few lip liners that I like, but this one from Dibs is just like the perfect match for my lip color. And I always just try to find the perfect match to gently line my lips a little bit on the outside just to make them look a little bit more plump. I'm using the POV Beauty lip gloss. I like this gloss. It's like subtle plumping. It's not irritating at all. It has hyaluronic acid filling spheres and omega-6 ceramides, and it just smooths out the lips and gives them like a nice plump glow. So I'm going to use that today. I do a different variation of lips. I have a few different lip products that I like, but it pretty much, I get a similar result. Right, so for my hair today, I'm going to do waves, and I'm letting my hair grow out a little bit. I'm not sure how long I'm going to let it go because I kind of like this length. Just brushing my hair out, I'm going to put the Virtue Hair Serum in my hair, which is my ride or die holy grail, one of my favorite products, just because it really makes your hair shiny without weighing it down or feeling heavy or greasy. So I'm going to use that. It also smells amazing. That, like I said, once I find something I love, I'm kind of boring and I use it over and over and over again just because I like what works. I like to stick with what works as a part of my routine. So I'm putting that all throughout my hair, and then I'm going to use the diffuser attachment on my new hair blow dryer and I'm going to blow dry my hair that way so that I have a little bit of wave. Now my hair is kind of like in between. It'll have a little bit of wave, so I have to sort of decide, like, do I want the waves or do I want to do straight? And today I want to go for the waves, and since we're still in the winter, I like to try to blow dry my hair so that I'm not walking around with a wet head. And so I really like this diffuser attachment, plus it just really feels good on my scalp. I really like how it feels. Okay, now I'm going to sort of clean up the curls by using this 3-barrel waver that I got from Amazon. So I got rid of a bunch of stuff before I moved to Nashville, and I gave a bunch of stuff to my niece. I think I gave her my waver that I had before, and so I definitely wanted to replace it when I moved out here because I really like this particular one. I have like a crimper one that does a little bit more of an intense, almost like an 80s wave, and then this one is a little bit more subtle, so I like to clean up the waves, and I'll usually straighten the ends of my hair. Sort of reminds me, I don't know where I first learned this, but I think like Mary-Kate and Ashley used to have like waves, and then the ends of their hair were straight, and I remember sort of messing around with that hairstyle when I was younger, and I still really like it. So cleaning up the waves, and then I'll straighten the ends just so that there's kind of like a unified texture when it comes to my hair. I feel like I could have just, blow dried my hair with the diffuser, but this sort of helps with any flyaways, and like I said, gives a little bit more of a unified wave for the hair. So then typically after I'm done with my hair, I just put on my deodorant and I'm done for the day. And that's usually my everyday getting ready routine. Try to stick to a schedule of taking care of my skin. And I've been dyeing my own hair recently. It's only the second time that I've done it from home, but maybe I should do a video on it at some point. But I dyed it all one color. I'm going to try to hydrate in the morning, make sure I've had my breakfast. Then I feel good. I feel ready to conquer my day. So thanks for getting ready with me this morning. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, let me know what you want to see on my channel, and I'll post whatever you want to see. I'll see you soon. Bye.